a summary of 3 different studies and 3 different tips that you can apply in your own life to really take advantage of the opportunities that come from meditating. So, number 1 study from Frontiers in Psychology 2018. There was a study that investigated the effects of mindfulness and meditation on sustained attention. Participants who practiced mindfulness showed increased improvement in their ability to focus on tasks and ignore distractions compared to a control group. So, number 1 study just tells you practicing mindfulness, meditating can increase your ability to focus on the task at hand and not be distracted. This also leads to you being able to be more present with your friends and family, being able to focus on your business, your employees or coworkers during that time period, wherever you are. Study number 2, Harvard University, 2011, on gray matter and mindfulness. The researchers here used MRI scans to examine participants before and after an 8-week mindfulness meditation program. The results showed increased gray matter density in the hippocampus. The hippocampus is the section of the brain that's important for learning and memory, also associated with self-awareness, compassion, and stress regulation. So this is a really good one that just talks about or shows that basically you take a little bit of time in your daily life to meditate, practice mindfulness. You are going to not only have better experiences in life, but you're actually changing your physiology. And if you can change your physiology, that leads to longer term ease as far as those different things that we talked about: self-awareness, compassion, stress regulation. Who wouldn't like to experience those benefits from a physiological and anatomical point of view? Huge ROI on the investment here. And the 3rd study comes from JAMA Internal Medicine in 2015 on mindfulness and sleep. And this was a randomized clinical trial involving adults with moderate sleep disturbances. Participants were split into 2 different groups. One received mindfulness meditation training. The second group received sleep hygiene education. The mindfulness group experienced greater improvements in sleep quality, reduced insomnia and symptoms, and less daytime fatigue. So I've been saying for a long time, sleep is, one of the most important things that you can have to be very productive. And I have experienced this myself as I have learned through meditation that I'm actually in control of my thoughts and how I perceive life. It's allowed me at night to not have to focus and run through all of the stressful thoughts that's going on. I'm able to set that aside because I've been practicing during meditation sessions. So those are the 3 studies. Now I'm going to give you 3 quick tips as far as getting started and practicing. Number 1 is to just take a look at stuff that's already out there. YouTube, there is free guided meditations. Take advantage of those. Those are, easy, quick things that you can just look up and kind of delve into. The next idea is look at different apps. Headspace is one. My favorite is Waking Up. It guides you through kind of a progression of meditating over time. And that's been a lot of fun for me. If you want to just take a couple ideas and kind of run with them, then I have 2 more ideas on things that you can do. 1, start out just spending 5 minutes paying attention to your breath. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to count 25 breaths and then start over. Here's the trick or the challenge. You have to count 25 breaths without being distracted and your mind going elsewhere, thinking of other thoughts. So you basically are going to breathe in, out, and that's 1. In, out, that's 2. If you can make it all the way to 25 and not having any other thoughts coming in your mind as far as like what's going on that day, what are you going to have to deal with tomorrow, what's a conversation that you had today, if you can make it all the way to 25, you are advanced. So give that a try. If you get to 8 or whatever, and you find yourself distracted, start over again at 1. Spend 5 minutes a day doing this. Over time, you're going to see your number increase. And that is also, like I talked about in one of those studies, is going to help you to focus on the task at hand. Be with the people, be present where you're at, and not feel pulled away and distracted. The 3rd tip as far as getting started is just to observe your thoughts. And this is a fun one. You can basically be wherever you're at. You can be outside, inside, wherever. And you're basically going to just kind of spend time observing your surroundings. If I'm in a bedroom, I might spend time just looking at the wall, at a picture, out the window, And again, if I have a thought that comes into my mind, I'm just going to observe that thought, notice that it's there, and then I'm going to come back to the present moment of whatever is in the room or whatever is in my surroundings. And again, it's just a practice, focusing on what's here right now. I hope these tips and action items were helpful for you. Best of luck in applying them. And as always, feel free to reach out to any of us, Derek, Matt, or Steve at thelifestylepractice.com if you are ready to take ownership of your life and your practice to the next level.